Yo, what's up? What's up, fellas? What's the deal? Wait for some people to come in here. Start at 10:05. Start at 10:05, fellas. Talk about this tender years. Why they are awarding most of these women the children. Okay. $10:02. Let me check, see people in the chat. Fire washing. Hold on, yeah, I gotta get this ready. What's good, Panic Eaters? Yo. Other five, what's up with it? That's what I'm talking about. Them 3 likes. What's up with it? What's up, one? You know what I'm saying? Shit, we're gonna start at 10:05. 2 more minutes. What's up, brother Marcus, Marley? Already. We're gonna talk about these tender years. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, let me see y'all see that. Let me start over. We got 1 more minute till we start, fellas. Already, the tender years doctrine, baby. Talk about how Title 4D is a benefit. It's here to benefit the bitch. You know what I mean? She go down here and put your name on shit. You know what I mean? That's who you got to sue, fellas. We're going to talk about that too. But hey, let's get started. We like to reserve our United States constitutional rights, freedom of speech, and all that good shit. Declaration of Independence, not the affidavit of independence. You know what I mean? Now we're gonna talk about the tender years. I'm gonna read out some of my law books. You know what I mean? Give y'all a little bit head start, because we the realest goddamn channel on YouTube. You know what I mean? I need y'all to look up. Wait a minute. Okay. Let me see the tender years. Hold on, I lost my place, man. All right. What I need y'all to do, look this up right here, the California Law Review. This was in 1982. You know what I mean? The tender years doctrine. Okay. And I'm going to read from my book first. I got a family law book. Okay. All right. It says by the middle, and this is a case out of Alabama in 1981. The Supreme Court of Alabama, 1981. It's called Ex Parte Divine. Okay. It says by the middle of the 19th century, the courts of England began to question and qualify the parental preference rule. Did you hear that? The parental preference rule from England. And you know England's a bunch of women men there. You know what I mean? That's where a lot of homosexuals come from. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing against them. They just need to keep that shit over there. You know what I mean? But anyway, this was due in part to the hardships, not to say cruelty, inflicted upon unoffending mothers by a state of law which took little account of their claims or feelings. So what the 10-year doctrine is, fellas, back in the day, men used to get custody of the children because they were fit. We are better parents than women. We make better people out of productive in society, because most of these single mothers right now are producing criminals. They want to talk about Black Lives Matter. Okay, bitch, if Black Lives Matter, bitch, why you 51% of you have an abortion? That goes to the black bitch, most of these black bitches. 90% of these black hoes. What's up, fellas? You feel me? And all these other hoes follow. But I'm going to read it again. Inflicting upon unoffending mothers by a state of law which took little account of their claims and feelings. So, family law is ran by women and feeling and emotions. And I'm going to tell you something. When you go in there, when you start to talk the facts to these bitches in these family law courts, they're going to argue with you. A woman has the power of argument to argue. You don't have that power. Your power is to walk away and laugh. Okay? If you walk away and laugh, you just took her power from her. But anyway, they want you to give up the child, keep it for her now, because a woman will go crazy. And you do need to leave the little children up under 7 with their mother so they can be breastfed. But bitches ain't doing that no more. You know what I mean? Let me keep reading. Foresight, a treatise on the law relating to custody of infants in the cases of difference between parents and guardian, 66, 1850. Courts react by taking more moderate stance concerning child custody, a stance which condition a father's absolute custodial rights upon his fitness as a parent. ultimately by a series of statutes circumventing with Justice Telford's Act, second and third, Parliament affirmatively extended the rights of mothers, especially as concerned the custody of young children. Okay? Look, it is expressly provided that chancery courts in cases of divorce and separation could award the custody of minor children to the mother if the children were less than 7 years old. So if your child is less than 7 years old, 9 times out of 10, they're going to award your children to the mother. Right? This statute marks the origin of the tender years presumption in England. Okay? Now, I'm going to read you this shit right here. This is what some feminists have done. Let me see. Okay, y'all need to look this shit up. They might not have this on YouTube. Some feminist scholars have argued for a return to maternal preference standard. Consider Mary Becker, Maternal Feelings, Myth, Taboo, Child Custody. California Review and Women's Studies. Okay? Hold on, wait a minute. I got to invite somebody else. Hold on. Okay, now, y'all looking at this shit right now, right? All states recognize the welfare or best interest of the child as the sole or paramount concern in the resolution of custody disputes between parents following divorce or separation. The tender years doctrine, under which the mother is preferred custodian for young children, embodies presumptions that the mother's care is originally in the best interest of the young child. For more than a century, the doctrine has been primarily determining factor in the resolutions of parental custody disputes. In some states, the tender years doctrine, right, has taken the form of legal presumption. In most, it has been expressed as a rule of thumb and natural presumption. What's up? What's up, fellas? Peace to everybody up in here. You know what I mean? Peace to everybody in here getting this thing going. Now check this out. Now I'm finna drop some cold shit on y'all. Common sense. If the court is awarding her custody, right? That means she has responsibility of taking care of that child fully. Right? Am I right? Can I get an amen?
Amen, brother.
This is old news. Find it in Yale. This old news. Find it in Yale reviews. Yeah, I said that in the last podcast. You got to go through the reviews, the law reviews. You know what I mean? Old news is still the same. Child support is operating off of old news. You know what I mean? If your ass don't read, you ain't gonna get off no child support. If you ain't reading, you ain't getting off the child support. If you ain't a man, you ain't getting off child support. First and foremost, all that I'm the entity, I'm a dead fiction, they laughing at your stupid ass. Soon as you take your dumb ass in the courtroom with that bullshit, you know what I mean? They laughing at you. Y'all gotta read these law reviews. Because every time you go in these courtrooms, equity meetings, it's about your money. It ain't about them damn children. It's about her getting your motherfucking information for her to obtain the benefit. Now, we had a brother on here earlier, the other podcast we did, and he said, why go after the mother? Hell, why not? Who put your name on the child support paperwork? Who put your name on the application? Who signed you up for this service? Did you sign up for the service? Huh? It says it right here for unfit custodian. Right? That's why you can use a habeas corpus because of what? This word right here, custody. So say if you go to jail, false imprisonment, you're going to have to go get you a habeas corpus if you know you ain't do nothing wrong. So therefore, if the bitch is doing something wrong to your children, you can file for a habeas corpus to get your children back to you. Islam, what's going on now, brother Najib? You know what I mean? The tender years doctrine. But it takes a man to tell these people no. No, thank you. You know what I mean? You sue her. You sue her ass. If she can't come to a woman to the table with you and say, hey, I don't want these people in our business. You know what I mean? It ain't working out with me and you. So this is what we gonna do. You keep such and such half the time. I keep such and such half the week. On Wednesdays the afternoon, all the way to Saturday, I keep John. Wednesdays before. You know what I mean? Real talk. If y'all keep, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell you how you get remedy. If y'all keep going to these courts and not putting no threats in their ass like with a lawsuit, you gonna lose. Real talk. You gonna lose, fellas. You go to these courtrooms, you go on the bed, you keep asking for help, you keep doing that instead of getting off your ass, learning how to sue her ass, then you fucked. You know what I mean? You fucked. Because family law ain't nothing but feelings and emotions. These women are not the head of the household. You are, and you need to put your foot down. You know what I mean? The tender years doctrine. That's why, let me tell y'all something else. When I was going to paralegal school, it wasn't number women in there. And the women teachers was trying to fail me on purpose. Because the women want to take over the legal field. Y'all got to learn this legal bullshit. You got to learn. I know you don't like it, but it's best to learn the shit. Okay? You have legal rights. The Constitution is a legal document. The Bill of Rights is a legal document. The Declaration of Human Rights is a legal document, right? So those are your legal rights. And if you don't assert none of your legal rights, he who does not assert none, have none. Okay? Child support is a business. It's going to be here for a while until y'all stop paying for the shit, until y'all stop complaining and whining. You know what I mean? Stop playing these horror games and shit. You learn that shit. You know what I mean? I'm going to add somebody else on here. Hold up. I got somebody firsthand finna come on here if he come over here. He fought for his children. He raised his children. And his children are productive right now. He fought CPS, all them. You know what I mean? JC, you got something you want to say, my brother?
I'll wait because I'm over here in public. So,
All right. Yeah, just wait. But anyway, you know what I mean? Fellas, this stuff is not hard. This ain't rocket scientist. Yep. Identity theft is the best way to go with 1341, 1342, mail fraud, and swindle deception. That's one of them. You can use that. You know what I mean? You got to show how she did it, though. Y'all can't go after no agency, man. Go after the people. The people who did this shit. You'll never beat the agency because you ain't got enough money. It's all these dirty hoes and these beta males against y'all. But don't nobody want to come together. They want to talk about the shit. You know what I mean? So this is what we gonna do. We're gonna take care of somebody's case. So everybody in this chat room, send me your email. Email is wasilkamilbey@gmail.com. We're gonna pick one person case we're gonna do for nothing. Off GP, good principle. Tell it, Najee. Can you use anti-human trafficking law of 2000? Man, let me tell you something. You can use the Declaration of Human, man, whatever somebody did. Let me ask you something. And this is common sense. You know how we was in middle school, right? We got in a fight, or you seen a fight, you witnessed a fight, right? You witnessed a dude punch somebody, right? So who do you go after? The dude that punched somebody or the dude sitting there watching it? There you go. There you go. Ain't nobody else put this shit up on YouTube, the 10 years doctor. I know firsthand why a lot of y'all ain't getting y'all children, why y'all ain't getting out child support, because you're scared. Real talk. And they not scared of you. They see you coming in there begging, filing petitions and shit, using their shit, you know what I mean? Instead of putting your shit on them. Hey, you did this to me, man. Under this law, you can't do this. What's so hard about that? You know what I mean? If a woman wants the responsibility of taking care of the children, let her have that responsibility. You know what I mean? She has that responsibility and financial responsibility. Fellas, if the children is not with you in your care at the time, you have no duty to that. You have no obligation to nobody outside of your household until them children come inside of your household on your week or whatever, however y'all want to do it. You know what I mean? Exactly. You got to fight, fellas. You got to. You got to fight. You got to fight for your right. You know what I mean? Y'all remember the Beastie Boys song? You got to fight for your right to party. Man, for real. Y'all remember that shit? Man, I'm finna celebrate. I'm finna have me some fun. I don't know about y'all. I'm celebrating the 4th of July, whatever lie they say it was. I'm finna have me some fun. Shit, I'm finna be happy. I'm happy. We're happy over here at Sham Stoppers. I'm not sad. You know what I mean? This child support shit is a joke. It's a bunch of fucking women who want a free pass in life. That's what child support is. Who want to be lazy, want you to reward them for you giving her the gift. Okay?
Hey, brother Wasil, I got something to say to these fellas. Because, man, you're about to do a good deed. I'm a fond believer that good deeds, the universe will repay you for them. And it's not that you're doing it because you want the reward. The reward itself is just the fact that you're doing what you love. You love going after these people. To basically that's another thing, fellas. That's how you if you really want to go after the agency, you go after the funder of the agency, which is your baby mama.
Yeah.
Without your baby mama, the agency cannot have any power. It doesn't exist.
And
Uh,
this is the Mexican sham stoppers, the Latino, whatever you want to call it. Right?
yeah, brothers, we have a channel. I got it in Espanol. I've been posting the same shit that Champ Stoppers English for the English speakers talks about. I've been doing it in Spanish. All right. So if you have anybody that especially those that they're so-called illegals,
Hold on, hold on,
right? Who
hold on, hold on.
illegally they're supposed to be illegal. If you're illegal, how can you legally be obligated to do something?
Check this out. Check this
Yeah,
out.
go ahead, brother.
Now we talk about the language Latin, right?
Right,
At the end is Latino, right?
right.
Well, there you go. You know what I mean? So,
So,
this is what it is. Sending my email for guidance and to beat the case out of Kansas. Already, my brother, got you. Everybody else, send your email. You need some help. We're gonna draw one person. We're gonna we're gonna help you get rid of your child support. You know what I mean? No donation is required.
brother, let me ask you, why are you doing this?
Huh?
Why are you doing this? Tell these fellas why you're doing this.
The reason why I'm doing this to show you fellas, that the shit is not hard. If you take one step, let me tell you something. God helped those who help themselves. God, look, once you take one step, if you do something, God gonna help you. If you don't do nothing, God ain't gonna help you. Remember that. Because check this out. That stupid song called the Baby Mama song. She said, what was that? What makes her what don't hurt her makes her stronger? You ever heard of that stupid ass saying? What don't hurt me makes me stronger. Well, shit, how you gonna sit on your ass and not get stronger? I mean, and get stronger. What the fuck? So you telling me if I got weights in my house and I sit down, not using them, I'm not gonna get stronger? That's like saying I got books sitting in my house, me not using them, I'm not gonna get smart and intelligent. People, stay away from these dumbass people who repeat shit and pass stupid ass information and just put up fucking shit, bullshit. You know what I mean? I gave y'all some good books today early on the podcast. You know what I mean? We gave y'all some great books. You know, fellas, I'm telling you, whatever you put in your brain, whatever you put in your mind, that's what you're gonna become. If you have doubts in your mind about this, then you're gonna be doubtful and your ass ain't gonna get off, and you're gonna be just sitting there. Like I said, y'all need to send your email while y'all in here if you need some help, because we're gonna take somebody out. We're gonna do a drawing, take somebody out. I already mailed off a book today to a young brother. You know what I mean? This shit is easy, man. This shit is not hard. If somebody tell you it's not easy, it's a fucking lie. Because the sun shines in the morning, last time I checked, and it goes down every day. It comes up every day, it goes down every day, right? And beware the people who talk in circles. Okay, you got people that talk in circles, right? Beware people talking in circles, talking about the same shit, who ain't got no results. Okay, we produce results. Okay, and I guarantee you, the guy we help out that we do it and for no donation is gonna get off of child support. I guarantee you. Watch. The shit is not hard because it's tax-free money. It's a gift. Child support is a gift.
Oh man, I can't help but laugh about what you just said about people that are posting stuff on YouTube just to impress others, like they know something, just repeating the same jargon over and over again. And in fact, instead of doing good, they're just harming people because they're
Yeah.
desperate for money.
Yeah.
And it's sad that that is that desperation for money. Guys, let me tell you something. The world is full of money everywhere. There's plenty of money for everyone. All right, so don't beg for money. Don't do something productive. And watch how the money comes to you. There's
Right.
several ways to do something productive. But yeah, brother Wazil gave you a bunch of books on the last podcast. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's just who else? If you can tell me what other channel that claims that they know something, they can do something, right? Has told you either go read a book or start your own business. Basically, be free. If you can show me a channel that does exactly what happened in the last podcast, uh, hey man, I'll send you $100.
Peace.
Peace, brother.
Peace. Hey y'all. And then too, y'all gotta thank Brother G Alex on that last
Yeah.
video I just posted up about the constitutional book that I put up. That was from his research. Okay. This brother been researching. That's him. That credit ain't to me. You know what I mean? That's him. He put up that constitutional parental right. Okay. He does a lot of work. You know what I mean? He does a lot of reading. You know what I mean? He don't have time to bullshit. Okay. Like I say, y'all send y'all email. We all gonna come together and we gonna help somebody. We're gonna have a drawing. We're gonna do y'all paper. We gonna help y'all with y'all situation with no donation required. Okay.
Mashallah, brother. Mashallah. So what have you schooled everybody on so far?
The tender years doctrine.
Oh yeah, they don't trust y'all with y'all own babies.
Yes.
That's that's what that means. That means since y'all ain't got no titties, I can't breastfeed, so they go give preference to the baby mama. That's all that means.
And then
That-
too, she don't want you bringing her children around another woman.
Oh, that's number one. That is number
Yes,
one. 'Cause see, you gotta understand, man. These women are jealous of each other, and if you go get another woman who will outdo her in looks and mind, she'll get jealous, man. She get jealous. That's all that is.
especially a black woman or a what is it, a Latina woman. Ooh, they
A
go
Latino
violent, man.
woman, man. Latino women, they pin their hair up with knives. That's how dangerous they are.
Yes, yes.
For real, they get you in your sleep and cut off your family jewels.
Yes.
They crazy. They be like, I'm poquita, poquita, poquita. And I'm like, oh man, you gotta get away from you.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
if you go with somebody else, you might wake up with, not giving her what you've been giving me. That stuff. I
yeah,
heard that stuff so many times, man.
right.
It's
So what
like,
else? What else y'all
bounce
been
out of there.
schooling everybody on?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
else y'all been schooling everybody on?
Okay. We talking about sue they baby mama for invasion of privacy.
So of course you can sue your see y'all gotta understand the child support agencies don't represent neither one of y'all. They represent their best interest. So that means they will help you also if you know how to provoke them to help you. You understand? So I mean, one of the ways you can do is get her on welfare fraud. If it's been less than a year, you can get them on perjury. You can get her on um, fraud. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can get on. You can also get on. There's no law saying you can't sue her for using your social security because that's identity theft. She and the way you prove identity theft is you go back to the application because with the application she also has to she in the application you have to put your name, your straw name down, and your social, and at the same instant she fills out what's called a well each state is different, but it's a direct deposit form with her bank. So that is proof of not only racketeering but identity theft because she used your information down to receive financial monies, tax free at that. So there's no law to protect her, and on those applications, no matter what state you in, it says that she's responsible for penalty and perjury, and the agency don't represent her. So if you go to the agency and file a claim, the agency will turn their back on her. So what y'all gotta understand, man, hey, y'all can sue your baby mamas. If it wasn't for them, you wouldn't have no agency problems. You won't have no Title 40 problems. Um, yeah, man, I'm telling you, there's remedies in this, man. You gotta understand, the government agencies or whatever agencies, man, they use a different language. You know what I'm saying? If they come to you and say, you owe an obligation to your child, of course, any parent gonna say, yeah. A man gonna say, yeah, I'm obligated to my child, but to them, that's a contract term. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna get way off base into a sidebar with that. But yeah, man, you can definitely sue her for real.
And yeah, fellas. Hey man, hit them with some of that 1983 shit, bro.
So what I gotta understand about 1983, I see a lot of cats on YouTube telling y'all to file in 1983. Okay, yeah, you can file in 1983 in the state against any government actor under color of law once they deprivate you from a right. Okay. The tricky part is when you're dealing with child support and you try to use a 1983, most likely it's going to you gotta claim discrimination. So if they don't, like for instance, if they don't give you the same treatment that they would give anybody else, that's discrimination. Okay. So you got to understand that when you're dealing with child support, it's going to deal with some more serious, let me say it again, it'll deal with more serious crimes than a 1983. All right. You can look on the news. 1983 rarely gets anybody a remedy. Police officers can shoot you down the street. 1983 and go get your remedy. That is a civil rights act. And that not only is that a civil rights act, but that applies to everybody. So, but it's very narrow. You understand? Most of y'all on child support been in there for about really more than a year. And each state has a statute of limitations on when you can bring a 1983 claim to its government actors. So you gotta understand, every time you bring up a law or use a law against them, you gotta look at the requirements. We talked about this months ago. You gotta look at the elements, you gotta look at statute of limitations, and you gotta understand how the courts react to that. So that's three different type of researches. You gotta understand, you gotta research the statute of limitations, the elements to prove what you're trying to say, and you gotta research court cases on what the judges say, how you can use that. That's
Yeah,
how you do that. So 1983 is not gonna it's very, very, very small remedy that you can do. Okay, because most of y'all are, like I said, been on there 5, 10, 20 years, 2 years, whatever, you know, and y'all trying to sue these judges. Let me tell you something. If you don't know the judicial conduct, the code of conduct, if you don't know how their rules are, if you don't know anything about their rules, you can't sue them on anything. Yeah, you can go in and argue jurisdiction, but your argument versus what you got on paper is two different things. So if you sign something, you can argue all day. If you don't contest what you sign, then you going there verbally saying no jurisdiction is not going to work. If you've been married, you have a marriage contract with the state, and then you go through a marriage decree which has a state seal on it. It's jurisdiction. Once see the marriage decree or the divorce papers is another contract through the state. So you can't claim jurisdiction. Okay? If you sign a birth certificate, your name is on that bond sheet of paper. You are under jurisdiction in the state. So that means if you're going to challenge jurisdiction, then you got to challenge the element that puts you in the jurisdiction. So you just can't go in and say you don't have jurisdiction. You got to figure out how they got jurisdiction on you. But
Right.
go ahead, brother. I ain't gonna get too far into a sidebar.
Right. And that's another thing, fellas, I want y'all to realize. A lot of people call us, right? They want to get off. The first question I ask you after I hear your story, I listen to you, I say, shit, have you signed something? What have you signed? A lot of guys say they don't know. They don't remember what they signed.
Here's the thing. We ask you the same questions that an attorney will ask you during the interview. And the reason why we do that is so we can get down to the bottom and the nitty-gritty of your situation. You know, there's no way around it. If someone's not really sitting down or talking with you about your situation, because everybody's situation is different. You know, you can't give somebody paperwork. You can't give everybody the same paperwork and say, there you go, because everybody's situation is different.
Right.
That's why we don't do templates. You know, if templates actually worked, you can go into any law firm and they'll be like, here you go. They'll file the same template.
Right.
So if somebody's giving you templates, they're not really interested in your situation and trying to help you. They're more interested in making money from you. You just can't dump a bunch of information into somebody's hands and say, there you go, when a lot of the information don't even apply. And what y'all don't realize is, I'm going to tell y'all a secret. You can outplead yourself in a case. What do I mean? You can say too much in a case and lose. Some of these templates and these affidavits that I see that people get from online, it's way too much. You don't even need all that stuff. So you're going to go in there and make all these claims, trying to pierce the veil and say, oh, you are this and you are that. You're putting too much on there. You're actually going to lose your case. You know, court means game. Court means game, and a lot of y'all are not studying the rules.
But check this out. Ask yourself this, fellas. If somebody gave you that shit, and if you was in the judge's seat, would you read that shit?
Yeah, actually, once judges get your brief or your affidavit, if your brief or affidavit or your claim is over, even if it's 15 pages, which is really the limit, sometimes they'll go straight to the conclusion. They'll read the introductory and they go straight to the conclusion or the end point. They'll skip over everything else. You know, they see judges, what they do first is, and see, y'all don't know this because y'all don't study. When judges get your claim or your brief, they read between the lines. They take out all the accusations. They put out all the accusations to the side and they read the rest of it. The rest of it is what's called the claim. Okay? All the accusations are gone. What are accusations? Oh, he hit me. Oh, they stole my money. Oh, they committed fraud. Oh, they're contractors. Oh, they have no jurisdiction. Those are accusations. The judges take that out. They read everything else. Oh, they're contractors because they have a contract with the state. They have a contract with the courts. So there's no way I can get due process because they're all working together against me. Oh, okay. Now you prove that they have a contract and why they have a contract. You get what I'm saying? So this court stuff is not easy. It's not easy. Any one of us on this podcast can tell you it's not easy. You just can't go on there and say, "Oh, I have a template. I am a Genesis man." You can't do that. You
Well,
can't.
hey, check this out. Najib said judges are looking for the money. No indictment, no case. Exactly.
Exactly.
They look, fellas, I'm going to tell y'all something. The main thing they ask y'all when y'all go up in there, can you bring your check stubs and all that other shit? That should even tell you right there, like,
That's a
what?
contract. That is a contract. Anytime you got to sign something, anytime you got to give information for them to do something against you. See, here's the thing. What y'all don't know is if a judge issues child support against you and they don't have what's called the findings of fact, which is another word for you agreed, which means you submitted your paycheck stubs. If you don't submit your paycheck stubs, if you don't submit your tax returns, if you don't go in there and tell them how much you make, it is unconstitutional, really, for them to issue order against you. See, it's an agreement. If you hire an attorney and they ask you how much can you pay, leave that attorney immediately, because private attorneys are under the same uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Responsibility as the 4D agency attorneys. Okay, they have the same responsibility to follow Title 4D laws. So yeah,
Exactly. And they can't be biased and they can't prejudice you. Okay.
no,
Look, and then two fellas, this is what you gotta understand too on another note. You going to a fucking business meeting, man.
yep,
You're not going to no real court, because I'm gonna tell you how you ain't going to a real court. Ain't no fucking jury in there.
nope,
You know how much it costs to get a jury for a case, my nigga? Huh? You know how much that shit costs? That shit is very expensive to get juries to come in there, because they gotta pay them people for their time off damn work.
right,
You know what I mean? So that's how you know you're going to a business meeting. And then what's so cold now, they put people outside. They don't want to put it like this. When they know you know something, you will be the last mofo to go. They're gonna keep you there all day long.
yep.
Right?
They'll schedule you at the end of the court day, and they'll also keep you outside of the negotiation room. It'll be you have to ask your question. Ask yourself the question: why are you sitting out in the lobby or something like that while your baby mama, her attorney, and your attorney is in there talking? Why are all of them in there except for you? See, I gotta ask these questions. You know, why ain't you and your baby mama outside in the lobby or something? Why is it all of them and your attorney is in there but you? Because your attorney asked you how much can you pay? And then what they'll do is they'll start talking about your children to try to distract you. 99, I'm gonna tell you something. 99.9% of all child support is a violation of due process. Yes, contract law too, but since they want to play court, it's a violation of due process. 99.9%, because child support will not work if they gave you proper due process. Simple as that.
Oh,
Because see, there's a court case, there's a Supreme Court case law that talks about due process. Not only do you have to get due process, you have to believe that you're getting due process.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So y'all have to study a different language. And that language is called legalese, because they talk to you in legalese. It sounds just like English. And what you don't know is every time you respond back to them, you are agreeing to them, because your English is not the same as theirs. Yes, you have an obligation to your child, but obligation to them means, yes, sign me up.
Yeah,
That's
right.
what it means. That's what it means. So, if that language is being spoken to you and they try to say, hey, you said you had an obligation, you agreed, hey, you showed up with an attorney. Okay, people already argued. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, people already argued that just because they had an attorney, it doesn't mean anything, because the attorneys are officers of the court. That argument is dead. They won't entertain it. However, collusion among attorneys is a real thing.
Hey, Najib said, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I did. Najib said that's why they asked you in the beginning, are you ready to proceed, and most of these fools say yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. What they will do is they will trick you. If you ask for custody or you file a motion for custody, that is their opportunity to get you to sneak the child support agreement in with your custody agreement. Now, here's the thing. When you ask for shared custody, whatever, I don't like saying visitation. I don't like saying shared custody. When you ask for shared custodialship, see, when you ask for a shared custodialship, guess what? There's no non-custodial parent. No non-custodial parent, no child support. See, y'all got to know how to flip the script on them. You got to get as much time. Wait a minute. Is it the other podcast you're talking about custody, or is it this one?
oh, I'm just mixing in both ends because some of them probably missed the first podcast. You know, some people don't like to listen to that; they want to be live. So,
Okay. Did you talk about the custody stuff?
yeah,
Okay. All right. Well, let me go into this. You got to ask for as much, if not more time in custody as you do your child's mother. The reason why I say that is if you can offset their little calculator, even if you don't give them numbers, if you can offset their little, because see, they calculate not only your paycheck, they calculate the days. Okay, they calculate the days that you are not with your offspring, and that adds up to a dollar figure. People don't realize this. So, if you can get more time, if not, yeah, if you can get more time than her and take over all the expenses personally, then you wouldn't be paying child support. Okay, you got to ask for equal custodialship. Don't ask for equal share equal parenting. Don't ask for equal parenting. Don't ask for visitation. Don't ask for shared custody. Because Wasil will tell you, we just read in their laws that all that is just BS. It's really called visitation. The reason why they don't use visitation, because they don't want to make you feel sad, like you're a visitor. So they give you terms like shared custody or some other BS. But
yeah,
it's really called visitation. So you need to stop using their language. Stop using their language. Start saying offspring. Don't say child, whatever. Say shared custodialship. That way, there is no non custodial parent. They
or
have to have a non custodial parent.
say my daughter.
Yes, you could say son, daughter. Those are common law languages.
Yes,
Okay? Because they're trying to get you into the commercial legalese. And
yeah,
if they say it's not a contract, most likely they will say it's a court order, not a contract. Okay, what made the court order? Someone had to fill out some paperwork and do some calculation on whatever, submit it to the judge to sign. And the judge really doesn't even read anything. She just signs off on it.
and check this out. Y'all can have a verbal contract. You know that, right? A lot of people don't know about
Yeah.
verbal contract.
Yeah, it's called implied consent.
Exactly. So a verbal contract is called implied consent, not just implied, also expressed consent.
Express. Yes. Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? A lot of guys don't know this language, man. That's why a lot of them. That's why I'm not. That's why I don't give out tax free money to my baby mamas because they gonna take care of them goddamn children.
Right.
Okay? Because that's their job under the tender years. So if you want to sit there and be jealous, not let me see my daughters, you know what I mean? You gonna
Yeah.
come out of your pocket and you gonna pay for the shit.
Right.
And
Because
if
they will automatically give preference to the woman when the baby is in their tender years. They're automatically.
now
So what
you
they
will,
will, yeah, they tricking you, making it seem like you're getting due process, letting you blow off some steam, let you up in the court hearing arguing. They let you do that just to make you feel. So remember, I told you, Supreme Court case says not only do you get due process, you must feel like you got due process. So they're making you feel like you got due process. Okay.
yeah, yes, yes.
So these people are smarter than a fifth grade. So you need to be a 12th grader, okay?
Man, when I say these people so smart, fellas, they don't do the shit that you guys would do. They'll do the shit that we do, read books all fucking day,
Mm-hmm.
and create all type of ways and try to trick your ass out of your own right. You know what I mean?
How many people's in the room right now? Because I'm not at my computer.
Shit, it's 13 right now.
13. Let me talk to this 13. And I want y'all to spread this around. I want y'all to spread this as far east, west, south, north as you can. I want you to spread what I'm about to tell you so far. Even anybody else on child support, will get the message. Yeah, they disable their comments, but still, I need you to spread this around. When someone, and this is very important because this affects all of us. This affects our ability to help you, and this will affect your ability to seek remedy. This is so serious. I'm not even joking right now. And if any of them other child support channels is listening to this, let me tell you something. Stop giving people, stop giving these people templates, giving them all this BS about Title 4D, Social Security Administration, and all these 42 USC codes, and have them file this on a record. Let me tell you what's happening right now. These people are uh, taking out and changing the wording of these laws. Once they do that, your remedy to use that is gone. Do you understand? If they find out what y'all using, they will go and change the wording of that law. You know what I'm saying? And to the point where you can't use it. Like for instance, there was one channel telling you that let's say for instance, he was showing like some kind of 42 USC whatever CFR thing. It was valid, but if you keep putting that in there and it doesn't have nothing to do with what happened to you, they're going to say, oh, we need to change the wording on this. Let's change this from administrative to judicial. Now your remedy to use that is gone because what they're giving you is saying, hey, this is administrative, not judicial. What they will do is they take out administrative and put judicial, and you can no longer make the argument. So if someone is not listening to what happened to you and just giving you templates and paperwork and affidavits with all these CFR codes, these Title 4D codes, trying to expose or what is called piercing the veil. Piercing the veil means you are trying to penetrate a corporation's business. These people know what their business is. You ain't got to show them what they are. They know what they are. They know they have to follow the CFR codes. If it doesn't fit what your claim, don't use it. You
And
get
then
what I'm saying?
and then I'm gonna tell y'all something too. These people will help you out if you sue that baby mama.
They will help you out. I know this for a fact. I had meetings with these people in the past. I've
They,
had meetings with the director of the child support services. And they really, that was because they didn't want me to file no claim against them. But still, we had a meeting. They tried to talk to me like I was dumb. I had a reply, and they're like, "Oh, you know more than what we think you know." And guess what? They start giving me information, and that information they gave me, I'm been giving it to y'all.
so
So yeah, go ahead, brother.
so y'all, like I said, we're gonna help whoever. You send your email. Uh we're gonna do a drawing tonight or tomorrow. We're gonna help who out. No donation required. And this is the disclaimer. If you went to somebody else and got those damn templates, it ain't gonna work for you.
It's not because
You
these
done fucked
people will pull
yourself.
that up on you.
Yeah. So you done fucked yourself, okay? Because they got case law for these other niggas on child up on YouTube. They got Piercing the Veil. They got what's that other one, my brother, with the no interest? What's that?
Uh, they got piercing the veil. They got if you're not using the name that if you found the claim on behalf of yourself and you're not using the name that they have against you, they're gonna hit you with, you are not the person of interest.
Yeah.
The only time you can change your name is if you X-rail it. You can't say the family of. You can't say Hakim Abdullah Habay. You got to X-rail that. It'll be Akub or whatever Bay, X-rail whatever straw they got you. But what you did was you messed up. You gave them your appellation along with your corporate name. So guess what they're going to do? Now you gave them your free name and you're no longer free because in the child support locator, they got your straw name attached to your alias. So that's why you never do Noble Drew Ali said, do old business in your old name, new business in your new name. You X-railing your name is not going to do much of anything. Okay, that's that straw man stuff. You can X-rail your name. If you legally change your name, by all means, X-rail it. But if you're just trying to X-rail it to avoid some stuff, like I'm not that entity, but here I'm answering for that entity type thing, forget it. You're not the family of anything. If you don't have a driver's license, if you don't have like legal documents saying you are the family of something, stop using that because the courts are not going to address you. They're going to be like, you're not the person who can file this claim. We're looking for John Smith, but you're saying you're John of the family Smith. Who is that? There's a court case against that. If anybody's giving you paperwork, read over it. Read over it. Okay? And as a matter of fact, I'm going to make it easy for y'all. When y'all filing claims, brief, whatever, say petitioner or plaintiff or appellant. Don't say your name. Okay? I'm just saying, make it easy for yourself.
Well, I don't like that word petitioner because that's you begging.
Well, yeah, don't use petition. That's the family court thing. They go by petitioner and respondent. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, they begging, bro. And then too, I'm gonna tell you what a petition really is. Everybody signing the shit, not just you. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
they
what.
will sign it.
That's what. It's like a petition. Well, we're gonna do a petition. I'm gonna need 1,000 people's signatures. That's a
Yeah,
real petition. Okay,
yeah.
you
Because
pay.
the agency signs it off once you submit the document.
Right, right.
So, but I'm telling y'all, stop getting these paperwork. They just give you a bunch of case laws, a bunch of CFR codes, whatever. If it doesn't apply to your situation, don't use it. Because all you're doing is alerting these people on the stuff that they like, oh, we need to change this. They're going to dismiss your case, but they're going to remember all that stuff you put down and they're going to change the word. I've seen them do it. I have a link. Because see, here's one thing you understand. All the child support agencies still use old computers. I have a link to all their communications. You think I'll put that in somebody's paperwork so they can see and take that website down? No, I'm not gonna. No, that's what I'm talking about. If they spit on my grandmama, I'm not gonna go in there with that link and be like, hey, look at their email communications of all this fraud. It has nothing to do with them spitting on your grandmama. If they issued a default order against you, argue that. You ain't got to go in and say, y'all are contractors under this. They're going to change the wording and then you can't use it. See, this is why we don't put up paperwork or anything like that on the screen so these people can see it because they will change stuff. You got one guy, the retired cop. Let me tell you something. He's giving out 50 affidavits. These courts know his paperwork. And I said his, it's not yours. They know his paperwork. As soon as you file that, guess what they're going to do? They're going to issue what's called an equitable estoppel. That will prevent you from trying to get off child support. They will do an equitable estoppel. That's the result of y'all filing that 50-page affidavits and all that stuff that has nothing to do with you.
Man, and let me get on that shit. Motherfuckers giving the goddamn 50-page affidavits and 14-page affidavits. You know what I mean? You can't say what you want to say on a goddamn sheet of paper. Huh? All that shit is woman shit. Well, this. and this 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 and this. You know they do that goddamn paper? They use that paper as placemats. You know the placemat,
Toilet paper.
right?
Yeah.
Or they use it to clean up duty. You know what duty is, right? Wasting all that goddamn paper and you're going to be called a paper terrorist. Okay?
Put it like this.
Or a
Yeah,
vexatious litigator.
Right. Vexatious litigator. However, Supreme Court ruled that they cannot deem you a vexatious litigator and prevent you from filing a claim. That's unconstitutional because all courts are open to those who are due remedy. But let me tell you, I'm going to break it down easy for y'all. You go into a hospital for a cold. You see the doctor. The doctor is going to examine you. He's going to get into your situation, your medical history. He's going to talk to you to find the appropriate treatment for you. And he might give you an antibiotic. Okay? That is how you treat someone's situation. These dudes on YouTube and some females, when they give y'all templates, it's like you going in for a common cold and the doctor just bring out the whole medicine cabinet. Like, here you go. And you got to take all those medicines to figure out which one works. Guess what? All that medicine will kill you. Same concept. All that paperwork they're giving y'all, all those case laws they're giving y'all will kill you in court because it has nothing to do with your situation.
And let me tell you something. Them case laws, I done read some of them case laws with some of these cash shit. That shit ain't got shit to do with what you got going on.
It ain't got nothing to do with it because a lot of that stuff has something to do with contract. Okay? And you're not even proving elements of a contract. You know? Because some of y'all say y'all didn't sign nothing, but you're using a case law on contract that talks about a signature. The judges read these things, and then some of these judges know these cases real well.
Hey, a valid contract, fellas, let me give it to you. A valid contract, when everybody sit down, they put all their terms and conditions, and everybody's on a mutual agreement that equals on one accord.
Yes.
That's a contract.
Yes.
If y'all didn't do that, if your baby mama and the agency got together and say, yeah, he gonna pay it. He did. What's his information, girl? Go on, give me his, because he gonna pay for this loan you about to get. We about to give you a debit card and everything. We about to let you cash out on his benefit. You know what I mean? They can't do that. I can't go to the Maserati dealership and go tell the man, hey, I got a co-signer, but it's okay. He said I can just sign his shit. No, the Maserati dealership got to have that co-signer to come up there and sign that shit off. Common sense. Did they call you and sign that application for her to get those benefits? Nope. Well, it's null and void. But you got to state that in your goddamn claim.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You got to say it. You got to catch it the first time. You can't let this shit just linger on and say, oh, I want to get off because I see he can get off. Hey, I started fighting. Let me tell y'all something. I started fighting this shit the minute I found out about this shit because I had everybody getting that rubber dick in their ass. Okay? And I said, I'm not going to join that party because I'm not going to be sad and be moping and looking old as fuck. You know what I mean? Because I used to ask them, hey, man, do you have a choice of paying this shit? No, man, you got to pay it. I said, well, shit, if you got to pay it, why they send you paper in the mail and you had to sign that shit?
Right.
So I started using my noggin, okay? My 3-pound brain. So I said, you know what? I'm going to fight, goddammit. You know what I mean? I'm going to go learn this shit. I'm going to go to school, and I'm going to go see what these niggas know that I don't know. I got to find it because I'm a nosy dude. I'm nosy. And I asked a hellified question. Why this work? Why I turn into a 3-year-old child. What this do right here? How did this work right here? Y'all got to turn into a 3-year-old child on their ass. What did this mean? Huh? Can such and such do this? Take that shit back to the basics, fellas. You know how to do the shit. We ain't got to tell you. You know what I mean? This shit is not rocket scientist. If you ain't signed that application you ain't got no obligation.
I like it. I like it.
If you ain't signed the application, you ain't
You
got
ain't got
an
no
obligation.
obligation.
Repeat that with, hey man, I like that, man. God,
Yeah.
see
Hey,
what?
can we get some T-shirts printed up with that?
Yeah. Well, hey man, think about it. If you ain't signed the application, you have no obligation. Man, you gotta be creative, man.
You know what? I like that better than what most of these men walking around. Dads matter, all that feminine, emotional shit. No, let's keep it real.
Man, real talk. Man, I had another saying, man. I apologize, fellas. I had another saying. Man, it was gonna blow y'all mind, man. I just be thinking about shit, man. I just sit and I talk to my hey, start talking to yourself before you make a fucked up decision. Start
Yep.
talking to yourself. Start being a crazy one because they crazy. You gotta be crazy like them. Start having conversations with yourself like, damn, is this gonna be a good idea? Let me see it. Now, if I pay for this, how this motherfucker gonna act? Just like a bitch on a date. And I want to give it out to JC. I like to send a shout out to JC. He went on a date and the broad paid for the whole date. You know what I mean?
That's right.
This new lady paid for the whole date. You know what I mean? She has no children. He's starting over, okay? And she's successful. Okay.
Guess
He
what, fellas? Guess what? She got no miles.
see, like I say, y'all, I'll be happy for y'all. We happy for y'all, man. We want the best for y'all. I don't wish no bad stuff on nobody, on anybody's case, so-called case of their baby mother. Like I said, I'm gonna say it one more time. For the guys who want help, we're gonna do a drawing and we're gonna pick one person. And you give us your contact information, your email, and we're gonna go for what we know. You know what I mean? And these people won't be able to tell. They won't be able to tell because you know why they won't be able to tell? Because we're gonna
Like
go
that.
by your story. Okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna go by what you tell us. Okay? And make sure you didn't sign anything. Because that could 9 times out of 10, 99% of y'all's 99% of your baby mama's case against you is because you signed something and you didn't remember. You know what I mean? Or
Hmm.
you acquiesced and you didn't say nothing.
Nope.
Okay. So again, if you didn't sign the application, you have no obligation. Okay. Real talk. Because the application is the key to this whole thing. That's what gets it started. The paternity application, all that. And they use evidence as a birth certificate too. They'll use that too.
Yep.
Okay. Because it's on their bonding paper.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell you right now.
We can't hear you. You cut off. Hello? G. I think he went off, fellas. You went off. We can't hear you. But anyway, I guess his Bluetooth went out. But anyway, remember this. Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right. Yeah. If you change your name in the same state that you signed the birth certificate, they can like go through their computer systems and still match you up with it. I would go to a different state, change my name from the state that has the birth certificate with your name on it. That way, it won't automatically link you back to that birth certificate. Your social also, if you have to use a social, change it. That way, they won't have it. Your baby mama won't have it. Your baby mama will not know your new name. Don't tell your baby mama your new name. Okay? Don't tell your baby mama, her family, and if your children are old enough to comprehend, don't tell them because they'll go back and tell the mama. That is how you stay out of the matrix. I just gave y'all secret.
Yes, and then let me hit y'all with something too. I just said the saying again. You don't have no obligation if you didn't sign the application, right? That's why. This how you know I'm gonna back this up. What I say. That's why they come. That's why they bring new child support paperwork for you to sign.
Exactly.
So, you know, yeah, fellas, man, it's been fun tonight. I hope y'all have a successful night and successful 4th of July, fellas. Go enjoy yourself. Be happy. Start you a business, start you a little company or something. Learn a new trade. Y'all thing for the week is to learn a new trade. Go learn how to do some carpentry, go paint, go do something. Hit up these people who moving out and undercut the people who is offering them a service to get you some cash under the table, free, tax-free money. I used to do it all the fucking time. Okay? Real talk. Learn how to do a trade, man.
Yep.
Y'all men, y'all have more wealth than a woman does. Because if you didn't, why they fucking begging you for child support money? Hello.
Thank you. Oh, and another disclaimer. For those of you who are on this chat or whatever, this podcast, who work for one of them agencies, sorry. I know you're here trying to get some information, but try again.
Yeah, for the people who work for the state that's on here hiding, hey man, may God be with you in your soul. Karma is a motherfucker. You know what I mean? What you put out in the universe, she gonna reward you. So you put some dirty shit out here, that dirty shit got to hit you. If you play stupid, look, if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Okay?
That's right. Yeah, just know everybody's waking up and your job will be gone.
Yes. Yes, your job, you're gonna be out here asking us for a job pretty soon. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, so you better leave it off your job history.
yes, leave that shit off your job history that you was a bitch, you was a snitch, you was a wrongdoer.
A leech.
Don't they realize that when you try to get another job from this and you put that on your job history, the same CEO or boss that's there to hire you, you put them on job. Oh my God, it's over for you.
Yes, 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 fellas. Yes. Like I say, man, we about to sign off. It's been good. We're gonna come back with another podcast. Fellas, like I say, hit the email up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to talk to you one on one, and you're gonna have to send some paperwork or whatever, you know, and we're gonna get the ball rolling, baby. You know what I
Get
mean?
it rolling.
We're gonna get it rolling because if y'all want to shut down the agency, stop paying for the shit. Okay? That's what you do. All right. You got anything you want to say, my brother?
JC on there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead, brother. You got something to say?
Yeah, no, I mentioned earlier, right? And I think brother was already closed it. And I think I don't know why he brought some of my personal stuff on, but that's cool. I like sharing my stuff. Hey, so guys, fellas, um, as you can see, you don't have to love the baby mama, man. He mentioned something about this chick paying for stuff like that because she knows her place. She grew up in a different, I'm gonna say different culture. Okay, so that's one thing you gotta look at with the people you hang out with. I think I said it last time, the last podcast, and I'm gonna say it again. Stop hanging out with losers. What I mean by losers, I mean people that do not believe things can go good for you. Uh, Life will reward you according to how you treat life, and what I mean by that is your life. Okay, the only way you're gonna beat this is you have to really love yourself, man. You gotta stop loving the baby mama. The baby mama already did her duty. You already put baby in her, and that baby is your offspring. It is what it is. So I think we gave you a lot of stuff here. Stay positive, and and I mean, Sham Stoppers doesn't send out hate. All right, we don't. We just, all we do is, promote freedom, and freedom is about, how you handle yourself. There's a lot of books. There's no other channel, like I said earlier. There's no other channel that will actually promote you starting your own business, become independent, read something, inform yourself, and of course become more and more intelligent. I mean, if you go test your go check your IQ and see where you're at, and I bet you're not even somewhere. I'm gonna share something with you. Go find out what an IQ for 134 is, and that's where I am at. All right, and I still want to go more. What I mean by IQ, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's about your intelligence per se, but it's about the traits that you've been learning. That's all it measures. How much knowledge have you been acquiring? So that's what these people test you on every time. Every time you talk to them, every time they send you paperwork, they're just testing to see how intelligent you are, and that's where they get you. So they've been using all this stuff. They use your emotions. They use basically all the negative emotions to influence you, to trick you, to get money out of you. So again, for the state agents that are around here, people, we're not sending hate to nobody. We're not anti-government, none of that stuff. In reality, we actually promote freedom, and hopefully you find a better job. Go find something productive instead of something destructive. That's all I gotta say. The universe will reward you according to your deed, and the universe has been rewarding me. This young chick that's been very interested on me. I'm gonna put it out there like that, fellas. She's almost 10 years younger than me. All right. So, fellas, remember this: men age like wine. Women, we already know they got an expiration date. The wall holds no prisoners,
Hey,
and they're gonna start realizing that pretty soon.
say that again about destruction. One more again. Say that shit. I like that.
Oh yeah, 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 man. I mean, I'm just talking out of whatever my mind, It's, so again, go do something productive, not something destructive. Because
Oh, I like
so,
that.
no, seriously. And another thing, fellas, if you got a slave job and all that, take advantage for the time being. But at the same time, man, don't be that guy that just waits and say fuck you, boss, and all that. You know, be somebody productive, but you're doing it for you. Because at the end of the day, you're focusing on something else. You're gonna focus on starting over, or do something better for yourself. And again, Sham Stopper is the only one that promotes this stuff because we stop the sham. We're not about negativity. We're not about envy. We're not about hate. All right. I know we go through some tough situations, but again, if you don't go through toughness, you will not get tough.
Right.
I mean, if you want some coaching advice about your lifestyle, we also offer that, but man, it's gonna cost you. I mean, some people are willing to pay $5,000 to go to Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins just tells them, "Oh, you're okay, I'm okay, we're okay," and all that stuff. Man, no, it's not okay. The world's not okay, but you're gonna make it okay by starting with yourself. So that's that.
Well, all right, brothers. Y'all have a blessed, successful night. Okay?
Peace.
Go
Peace.
celebrate freedom, independence, peace.
Peace.